Hello and welcome to today's tutorial on how to make harnessing for your electronic projects. Whether you're building a robot, a drone, or a homemade arcade cabinet, having proper wiring and cable management is essential for safety, reliability, and aesthetics. In this video, I'll show you step by step how to create a custom harness for your specific needs, using professional tools and techniques. Tools and materials. First of all, let's go over the tools and materials you'll need for this project. You'll need a wire stripper and cutter, preferably with adjustable gauges for different wire sizes. A crimping tool, also with interchangeable dies for different connectors. Heat shrink tubing, preferably in different colors and sizes. Wire loom, also known as split tubing, to group and protect wires. Electrical tape, for extra insulation and cohesion. Connectors and terminals, depending on your project requirements and preferences. Common types include JST, Molex, DuPont, and Anderson. Steps. Now, let's get started with the actual steps of making harnessing. Step 1. Planning and designing. Before you start cutting and crimping wires, it's important to plan and design your harness. This means deciding how many wires you need, their lengths and colors, their connectors and terminals, and their routing and bundling. You can use a spreadsheet, a drawing software, or a physical mock-up to visualize and organize your harness. This will save you time and effort in the long run, and ensure that your harness fits and functions properly. Step 2. Cutting and stripping wires. Once you have your plan and design, it's time to cut and strip your wires. Use your wire stripper to remove the insulation from both ends of each wire, according to the length and gauge you need. Be careful not to nick or damage the wires, and make sure they are clean and straight. You can use a bench vise or a helping hand to hold the wires steady while you work on them. Step 3. Crimping connectors and terminals. Now that you have your wires ready, it's time to crimp your connectors and terminals. Depending on the type and size of the connector, you'll need to select the appropriate die for your crimping tool. Insert the stripped wire into the connector or terminal, making sure it goes all the way in and is centered. Then, place the connector or terminal into the crimping tool, and squeeze it firmly until it clicks or stops. Check that the crimp is secure and doesn't pull off or wiggle. Repeat this process for all your wires and connectors. Step 4. Applying heat shrink tubing. After you have crimped all your wires and connectors, it's a good idea to apply heat shrink tubing over them. This will protect and insulate the crimps, avoid short circuits and wire fatigue, and make your harness look neater and more professional.